Hey guys, good morning. I've got another wood project for us today. I'm going to show you how I turn this piece of basswood into this. Okay, with a variety of carving tools, I got a few of these wheels. Got this big burring ball. I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, I'm gonna use those to cut out the center here to make my bowl, and then we'll finish it up real smooth and make it nice. So stay tuned, I'll show you how it goes. All right, so here's what I've got so far. I've been sanding for quite a while. I just didn't want to bore you to death with all the sanding. So I've gone, on this side, I've gone all the way up to 220. Now I'm gonna take it over here to the sander, round off the edges. I think I'll probably do a round routed edge as well. And then we'll do 320 on everything to finish it off. So I'll show you how it goes. Yeah, it looks much better. Just taking that sharp edge off. It kind of fits with the theme of the round center as well. So I don't know how well you can see that, but that makes it nice. And like I said, I'll just soften this edge all the way around too. Okay, I forgot to record it, but I put that rounded edge along here. And it looks nice. It's just a slight round over. And so it really goes nice with the rounded corners. The edge is soft. The inner edge is nice and round and smooth. So now we're gonna hit it with 320 all the way around. And I think I'm pretty close to being done. I'll just have to put my mark on it and decide what I want to do for a finish. So stay tuned, I'll show you. Starting with the 320 now. Here's an update. So it's pretty much done. I'm just getting ready to put my brand on it on the bottom here. It's I've gone all the way up to 320 grit sandpaper. I've got it, I think, the way I want it. It's every corner has been softened. It's smooth as a baby's butt. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to put my brand on it, and then I'm gonna hit it with some water, see if it raises the grain, and knock it down again with some 320, maybe even something finer. And then I don't know if I just want to put some oil on it or if I want to give it some color. So stick around, I'll show you what I come up with. Last time I was checking in with you, I had just sprayed the bowl with water to raise the grain. It's a couple days later now. I just hit it with another 300 grit for a final sand. It's super smooth now. And I wanted to mention, I know the basswood isn't particularly exciting for grain or the look or anything. But again, for my first one, I felt like this was a good option to try on. It was super easy to work with and manipulate. So I'm pleased with it. I have some ideas to do more and do different things with different woods. So I'll show you those as they come along. But anyway, this one's ready for finish. I'm gonna start with this Danish oil. It's dark walnut, so to give it a nice dark color. We'll see how that looks once it's got color on it. I'll most likely put a top coat on it too, so I'll show you that. But give me a minute to get my gloves on. We'll get the first coat on and see how it looks. All right, guys, it's been 2.5 days, almost 3 days since we put the Danish oil on this, and tonight we're gonna put some semi-gloss lacquer on it. So I'll start on the bottom. I'll probably let this dry overnight, and then I'll flip it and do the other side. I'm sure I'll end up sanding and doing a few coats to get it to get the finish I want. But tonight we're gonna do the first coat of lacquer. So I'll show you how it goes. Okay, first coat's on. We'll let that sit overnight, and then I'll flip it, like I said, get some on the other side. And I don't know, it was easy, looks good so far. So I'll check in tomorrow. Can't remember what day we're on, day 3 or 4 of this project. Last time I checked in, we had lacquered the back. So today, I'm gonna give this a soft sand with a 220. Then we're gonna flip it over. I'm gonna lacquer the front. Obviously that'll need a day to dry. And then we'll sand it and we'll do a top coat or second coat all the way around. So let's get into sanding and finish. Time for the final coat of lacquer on this thing. Hopefully it's the final coat. It's already had one coat all the way around, sanded smooth. Now we're putting the second coat on. and we'll see how that looks. If it needs a third one, I'll do a third one, but this might do it. Okay, I feel really good about that coat, that coat all the way around. Obviously once that dries, then I'll flip it over and do the bottom, but that looks pretty well covered and looks super smooth and shiny right now. So that's a semi-gloss, but I just happen to have it, so that's why I used it. So let's let this dry and I'll check back in a couple days. So here's the final product. 2 coats of lacquer all the way around. It came out really nice. It's super smooth, super shiny. It's a semi-gloss lacquer, and I'm gonna put some felt feet on the bottom just so it sits nice on the table or whatever we put it on. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with it. Again, this is basswood. It's really mild, it's soft, it doesn't have a whole lot of grain structure to it, but it was really easy to work with and it was a good starter. So I've got some other ideas that I'm gonna work on, bowls and wood and epoxy projects. I've got some more cutting boards in the works. I'll show you those. I've got some kind of unique designs I'm putting together right now. So I'll show you those in the near future. And like I said, I'm getting all the materials to do some epoxy projects. So I'm getting molds and all that stuff. So come back and I'll show you what else I got going. But this was fun. This is a good first carving project. So get you some carving wheels and a grinder and give it a shot. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.